Hey guys, welcome. Don't mind my hair. So today I'm in the car with it and we're eating canes. As you can tell by the title, today is the Juicy Girl Talk. Now I asked you guys some topics to give me on Instagram and we're gonna be talking about it. Don't mind my hair. It's short and it's just impossible to prevent it from sticking out. First, let me get my meal together and it's gonna get real. Do you guys only use the cane sauce or do you guys eat ketchup? Because what I like to do is I get the ketchup and the hot sauce and I put the hot sauce packet in its ketchup and then I mix it together with a fry. Let me tell y'all though, when you guys were putting these questions and topics on my thing on Instagram, I was like, so the first one, do you take it personal when quote unquote friends don't invite you somewhere? Yes. Yeah, say you have a friend but that friend has their own group of friends and they're just out doing things and they don't invite you. Yes, that's very much weird. There's nothing wrong with introducing. I find that so weird when people feel like they have to keep their lives so separate. Why can't we all come together and turn up? But yes, I would take it personal, but don't sit on it too hard. Definitely make sure you go do you. When it's your turn, they gonna feel some type of way. How to deal with toxic friendships. Woo! Definitely been there before. Depending on how toxic, I say don't entertain it, block it, because it could really mess with your energy, your day. Even if it's a hard situation that is kind of hard to let go, you know, you guys were friends for a long time, but if it becomes toxic, that means it's time to let it go, because you guys need to grow up, mature conversation, talk things out. What's the point of being toxic? Why are you being childish? You need to let that go. Losing your virginity. Coming from my point of view, please don't be in a rush. Your goods are so special. They should be special to you. Cherish it, take care of it, take care of yourself. Don't try to please somebody else and neglect your body. You know, make sure you're safe, because these streets not safe. If you have any doubt in your mind, don't do it. Don't stress it, but be cautious. Right now in this world, when it comes to sex in general, everybody needs to be cautious, because at this point we don't even have control over our own bodies. Hygiene tips for when I'm out all day. So if you know you're gonna be out all day, make sure you have a little bag, some wipes, some lotion, some deodorant, some stuff to keep you freshened up. Stay prepared. Go to the bathroom even if you don't need to go to the bathroom, you know, check up on yourself. This one says, when girls be friends with girls you used to beef with after y'all stop being cool. Weird. That's weird. Y'all, when I say weirdo, I mean a weirdo. And y'all know, if you're from California, you know what weirdo means. Let me read it again. When girls be friends with girls you used to beef with after y'all stop being cool. A friend is for everybody. Friends could be for everybody as well. People who always want to be in the mix, always want to be seen, always want to be in somebody's face, you're bored. Falling out with friends you thought was there forever. It happens. I think I'd say the same thing you would do with a relationship. Positive distractions really do get you far in life. Reading, working out, taking yourself out on dates. What people fail to realize is once you're obsessed with yourself, 100% in love with yourself, nothing else is gonna bother you. And I don't know if y'all are religious or not, but once you put God first and you put yourself first, nothing else can get in the way of your peace. And that's honestly the answer to all of these questions here. This is a good one. Adult mindset / lifestyle while also trying to remember you're still young. We're in such an awkward age right now. 18 through 23, or even 17 through 23. It's such an awkward phase in life, because especially with social media and the standards that social media put on people's lives now. It's have an apartment by you're 18, drive a brand new car, all this luxury lifestyle. It's how am I even gonna, how is this possible when I'm still trying to maintain, I'm still in school? Don't let social media fool you. Take your time. It just don't happen like that, and that's the honest truth. This can's fire. Girl code. Look at everyone in the pic, not just you. Thank you. I find it so rude and selfish that you post a picture just because you look in it, but you know your homegirl don't look good in it. That's rude. Because if it was the other way around, you would feel some type of way. Don't do that. Respecting ourselves. Ladies, we don't respect ourselves enough. Why are you settling for the bare minimum? Why are you setting the standards so low? Do better. How do you deal with fake friends? I don't. How do you balance love, work, and family? Now this personally is like something I struggle with. I'm not good at multitasking. Like, it's hard to balance like your relationship, not being just all about your relationship and block the rest of the world out. That's not healthy. I've also been in a state where I was just a workaholic, which is good. Like, just being all about work, draining yourself, it's not healthy. And then your family, like even if you gotta write it down, like, oh, this day, let me make sure I go see my mom, or this day, let me spend time with my boyfriend, or this day, like, let me make sure I focus in, I have everything in mind. Like, let me just take days out of the week to focus on, like, each thing. Do you ever want to give up? All the time. Wanting to give up is so regular. Life gets hard, but you really just got to stay the course. How do you prioritize? One thing that just really helps me a lot is writing things down. Writing things down really helps me stay organized. What do I do for fun? Recently I read. Making content is like my favorite hobby ever. I like working out, but I don't do it enough. Your opinion on this abortion stuff? It's ridiculous. But don't get me started on that. Do not get me started on that. It's so ridiculous. Like, how you gonna tell me? Anyways, how about when your friends let their toxic relationship affect our friendship? Y'all, that was deep. Do not let your toxic relationship get in the way of your good friendship. Like, don't do that. That's so law. But then again, friends can't be getting jealous of the relationship you're like, girl, go get your own relationship. I'll try to be with my boo. So it definitely like goes both ways. I don't know. Dating somebody your friends used to date, you don't do that. That makes me think you wanted him when I had him, which makes you why are you in my face smiling when you know you want my man? That's gonna get you whooped on. Girl best friends, quote unquote girl best friends. No, baby, I'm your best friend. Boundaries with friends. You know, some friends can be controlling, and I don't like that. All your friendships are genuine. You could think you know somebody and they switch up on you like that. Never share too much, because you don't really know who you're dealing with. With that being said, stay safe. Petty old female friends that talk about the stuff you tell them about your relationship. This is sad to say, but in all honesty, when it comes to your relationship, don't even share it with nobody. Work things out with just you and him. It's not necessary for not one outsider to know. If you need some questions answered, pray about it, because like it's like you could be venting or trying to get advice for someone and they be in your face smiling like, oh yeah, but really your best friend needs to be God, and you need to talk to him about everything, because these females out here, they don't have their best interest in you, baby girl. Like, eventually they're gonna talk about you, they're gonna talk about your relationship, they're gonna talk about what he did, all this. They're gonna tell your business, so don't even take the chance. Don't do it. How do you handle petty people? I don't. Sometimes I be catching myself about to clap back, but I'm always like, Maria, no, don't entertain this, because this is what they want and we don't give them what they want. Tampons or pads? I used to be scared to use tampons, and now I can't even use pads. My personal opinion, tampons. Pads make me feel so disgusting. Tampons, like, they're so much more simple, they're way less messy. Oh, but pads are healthier, but pads are more uncomfortable. But I'm gonna go with tampons. Definitely the tampons. How do you deal with things that hurt you? You just gotta go through it. Go through it. Think about what you benefited from that relationship or that person. Think about what you learned. Think about how you grew. Think about what you gained. Think about all the good that came from it. Whether it was a whole bad experience, you still gained something positive from that. So let's talk about social anxiety. Social anxiety is so real. Open up to people you're comfortable with. Talk about things that make you happy. Ease your way into being comfortable with having conversation with people. A lot of us have social anxiety and don't even know it, and we're just labeled as like awkward or weird, but that's not the case. Women bringing other women down, and how can we attempt to change that? And that's like the weirdest thing ever to me, because why are we bringing each other down when we're supposed to have each other's back? Like, to be honest, we're all we got. These men are in control of our bodies. Nobody wants what's best for us. Why are we bringing each other down when we need to come together and be powerful? The world is so backwards. How do you know when to finally leave a draining friendship or relationship? The minute you feel that relationship or friendship doesn't benefit you, and it becomes draining, you need to let it go. This time in life, it's time for us to be selfish to a certain extent. What would you do if you got pregnant right now? I'm flying to the state that's gonna allow me to handle my business, because I can't do it right now. I can't do this right now. How to tell your parents you're ready for a relationship. Depending on your age, this is like difficult. Before you do anything sneaky behind your parents' back, the best thing to do is be open and honest with them. It's important to know your relationship with your parents. Make sure that you yourself are ready. I think the best thing you could do, as you're telling them, ask for advice too, just so that they know that you feel comfortable with them. But I don't know, that's kind of difficult, especially depending on your age. Depending on your age and depending on how your parents view you, and if they trust you, and if they know you're mature. And if you know, like, oh, my parents don't trust me, my parents don't think I'm mature, then you need to prove yourself to them first before you come with something big like that. Because like my parents, that's something they would care about. So you can't just be like saying anything. So 1, know your parents. 2, know yourself. 3, prove yourself. I think this is the last one. Tips on how to build an unforced bond with your mom. This is hard because at some point you're gonna kind of not force too hard, but you're gonna have to like force it a little bit. But I think a good unforced way is like watching a show or a movie together, because like you guys are bonding, but it's not forced because you don't have to speak about anything specific. Just each other's presence, like that's good. Or something like you guys are both into, like shopping or like working out, an activity where you don't really have to talk, but you're spending more time together. And then eventually comfort will come to where you guys are bonding and you could speak and you could kind of reunite, or how things used to be, or how you want things to be, or how things should be. So those are like good unforced ways to like bond with anybody, really. Well, that's a really good question though. Overall, my point here is to put yourself first, put God first, then put yourself first. Love on yourself, trust God, have faith. Don't entertain any negativity. Don't put up with BS. Don't settle. Like all these things to where it's just you against the world. Put yourself up to such a high standard to where nothing else affects you. And you know, like, I'm that girl or I'm that guy, like, I'm not even tripping. That's what your mindset needs to be, like, I'm not worried about them. I'm not tripping. And like you'll live a way more peaceful life. Like, I don't know. Your life will be way more peaceful if you guys just let loose a little bit. Just let loose. That's all for today's video. Thank you to everybody who put a topic and gave me something to talk about. This was really fun. It was a little bit personal, but it was necessary. We all needed this. Have a safe and blessed day. Kisses.